machines overtake human intelligence. A breakthrough moment when the world champion of the ancient board game Go takes on an AI program developed by Google.
여전히 자신감은 있는 상태구나. 아무래도 역시 아직은 인간의 직관력이나 이런 감각들을 컴퓨터인 인공지능이 따라오기에는 약간 무리가 있지 않나 이렇게 생각을 해서
in countries where it's very popular, like China and Japan and South Korea, to them Go is not just a game, right? It's like how you learn strategy. It has an almost spiritual component. You know, if you talk to South Koreans, right, and Lee Sedol is the world's greatest Go player, is the national hero in South Korea, they were sure that Lee Sedol would beat AlphaGo hands down.
Google's AlphaGo was a computer program that, starting with the rules of Go and a database of historical games, had been designed to teach itself.
I was one of the commentators at the Lee Sedol games, and yes, it was watched by tens of millions of people.
Throughout Southeast Asia, this was seen as a sports spectacle with national pride at stake. But much more was in play. This was the public unveiling of a form of artificial intelligence called deep learning that mimics the neural networks of the human brain.
So what happens with machine learning or artificial intelligence, initially with AlphaGo, is that the machine is fed all kinds of Go games, and then it studies them, learns from them, and it figures out its own moves. And because it's an AI system, it's not just following instructions, it's figuring out its own instructions. It comes up with moves that humans hadn't thought of before. So it studies games that humans have played, it knows the rules, and then it comes up with creative moves.
와, 정말 생각지도 못해.
That's a very surprising move.
I thought it was a mistake.
Game 2, Move 37.
That move 37 was a move that humans could not fathom, but yet it ended up being brilliant and woke people up to say, wow, after thousands of years of playing, we never thought about making a move like that.
Oh, he resigned. It looks like Lee Sedol has just resigned.
In the end, the scientists watched their algorithms win 4 of the games. Lee Sedol took 1.
What happened with Go, first and foremost, was a huge victory for DeepMind and for AI, right? It wasn't that the computers beat the humans. It was that, one type of intelligence beat another.
Artificial intelligence had proven it could marshal a vast amount of data beyond anything any human could handle and use it to teach itself how to predict an outcome. The commercial implications were enormous.
While AlphaGo is a toy game, but its success and its waking everyone up, I think, is going to be remembered as the pivotal moment where AI became mature and everybody jumped on the bandwagon.
This is about the consequences of that defeat. How the AI algorithms are ushering in a new age of great potential and prosperity. But an age that will also deepen inequality, challenge democracy, and divide the world into 2 AI superpowers. Tonight, 5 stories about how artificial intelligence is changing our world. China has decided to chase the AI future.
The difference between the internet mindset and the AI mindset.
A future made and embraced by a new generation.
Well, it's hard not to feel the kind of immense energy and also the obvious fact of the demographics. They're mostly very younger people. So that this clearly is technology which is being generated by a whole new generation.
Orville Schell is one of America's foremost China scholars. He first came here 45 years ago.
When I first came here in 1975, Chairman Mao was still alive. The Cultural Revolution was coming on, and there wasn't a single whiff of anything of what you see here. It was unimaginable. In fact, in those years, one very much thought, this is the way China is, this is the way it's going to be, and the fact that it has gone through so many different changes since is quite extraordinary.
This extraordinary progress goes back to that game of Go.
I think that the government recognized that this was a sort of critical thing for the future, and we need to catch up in this, that, we cannot have a foreign company showing us up at our own game, and this is going to be something that's going to be critically important in the future. So, we call it the Sputnik moment for the Chinese government. The Chinese government kind of woke up.
As we often say in China, the beginning is the most difficult part.
In 2017, Xi Jinping announced the government's bold new plans to an audience of foreign diplomats. China would catch up with the U.S. in artificial intelligence by 2025 and lead the world by 2030.
Intensified cooperation in frontier areas such as digital economy, artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, and quantum computing.
Today, China leads the world in e-commerce. Drones delivered to rural villages. Society that bypassed credit cards now shops in stores without cashiers, where the currency is facial recognition.
No country has ever moved that fast. And in the short 2.5 years, China's AI implementation really went from minimal amount to probably about 17 or 18 unicorns, that is billion-dollar companies in AI today. And that progress is hard to believe.
The progress was powered by a new generation of ambitious young techs pouring out of Chinese universities, competing with each other for new ideas, and financed by a new cadre of Chinese venture capitalists. This is Innovation, created by US-educated AI scientist and businessman Kai-Fu Lee.
Well, these unicorns, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the general AI area. And unicorn means $1 billion company, a company whose valuation or market capitalization is at $1 billion or higher. I think we put 2 unicorns to show $5 billion or higher.
Kai-Fu Lee was born in Taiwan. His parents sent him to high school in Tennessee. His PhD thesis at Carnegie Mellon was on computer speech recognition, which took him to Apple.
Well, reality is a step closer to science fiction with Apple computers being developed programmable.
And at 31, an early measure of fame.
Kai-Fu Lee, the inventor of Apple's speech recognition technology.
Casper, copy this to make right too. Casper, paste. Casper, 72-point italic album.
He would move on to Microsoft Research in Asia and became the head of Google China. 10 years ago, he started Innovation in Beijing and began looking for promising startups and AI talent.
So the Chinese entrepreneurial companies started as copycats, but over the last 15 years, China has developed its own form of entrepreneurship. And that entrepreneurship is described as tenacious, very fast, winner-take-all, and incredible work ethic. I would say these a few thousand Chinese top entrepreneurs, they could take on any entrepreneur anywhere in the world.
Entrepreneurs like Cao Shudong, the 33-year-old CEO of a new startup called Momenta. This is a ring road around Beijing. The car is driving itself.
You see another cutting.
Cao has no doubt about the inevitability of autonomous vehicles.
just like AlphaGo can beat the human player in Go, I think the machine will definitely surpass the human driver in the end.
Recently, there have been cautions about how soon autonomous vehicles will be deployed. But Zhao and his team are confident they're in for the long haul.
US will be the first to deploy, but China may be the first to popularize.
Oh no.
It's 50-50 right now.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Technology. China has
Please,
already
let's come
done it,
together.
and the Chinese government is helping.
It's time for our Congress.
For example, building a new city the size of Chicago without continuous driving, and also a new highway.
Zonal chair. Where is zonal chair? Communication officer.
Can I have your attention, please? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, YSN members. I wish to welcome you to 2023 YSN HOI Congress, which we are going to observe at this point in time. So without much wasting of our time, I want us to go to opening prayer, which is the second stanza of our national anthem. Can we arise, please, for the second stanza of the national anthem? We got it. You.
The next stand up our national anthem. We are taking the second stanza of the national anthem. O God of creation, direct our noble cause. O God of creation, direct our noble cause. Guide our leaders right, ever use the truth to know. In love and honesty to grow and living just and true. Great lofty heights attain to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. YSN.
Our motto is we share, we grow. So YSN, we share, we grow. Thank you very much. Can you have your seat, please? So we are going to go into the agenda of the annual general conference of the YSN, which is called to order, which we just did. Opening prayer, presentation of the agenda amendments, Chairman's opening remarks and responses, business of the day, dues and financial obligations, sponsorships and partnerships, state and regional collaborations and conferences from state branches, discussions on general meetings, any other business, venue of the 2024 Harvest of Ideas Conference, adjournment and closing. If you have a broken with us, is on page 26. We can have the agenda there. Okay, so we just did the opening prayer, which is the second stanza of the national anthem. So the chairman's opening remarks, I wish to thank each and every one of you for spending time in marking this 2023 YSN HOI, US Nigeria, for the first time in the history of YSN. So we give God the glory for bringing participants from different states in Nigeria to Kaduna to mark in 2023. I want to thank you for your time, your participation, and I hope that we will continue to operate as YSN Nigeria. So thank you very much. I think we have to go with introducing ourselves individually. So I want to start by also on the high table here. My name is Taka Nicholas. I'm the National Chair of YSN Nigeria.
Okay. My name is Surveyor Dr. Eze Nathaniel. I'm the Deputy Chair, YSN Nigeria.
My name is Sobio Ayeni Samuel Olalekan, the National.
Alapa Ibrahim is my name, Secretary, YSN Nigeria.
Samuel Samson Mekani, the LOC Chairman, Council Rep, Kaduna Branch.
So we are going to do it in this order. You tell us your name and you tell us your state. Okay. So, is any zonal chair present with us here? Zonal chair of any zone? How? Okay. In the absence of that, we are going to proceed with dues and financial obligations. So, I remember last administration, there was a communique which happened, and then members were able to, generate revenue for YSN Nigeria. So deliberations were put forward for members to, advise and bring up their suggestions. It was